The distance traveled by a moving object is computed from the relation distance equals rate times time, where r is the rate of travel, speed, and t is the time of travel. A Major League pitcher throws a fastball at a speed of 125 feet per second. The distance from the pitching rubber to home plate is 60 5/10 feet. How long, in seconds, does it take a fastball to travel this distance? Compute your answer to the nearest hundredth of a second. So first I'm going to pull out this formula. That's going to be very helpful in solving this problem. Distance equals the rate times the time. Now I want to take the information I was given and substitute it into this equation. So they told me the speed of the ball. And remember, speed is your rate, r. So that means I'm going to replace r with 125. Then they also gave me the distance, 60 5/10 feet, which means I'm going to replace d with distance, 60 5/10. And so t is what I'm trying to find. So the t will stay there in my equation. So in order to find t, to find time, we need to solve for t by dividing both sides by 125. 125 divided by 125 is 1, times t is t. So to find our answer, we need to divide 60 5/10 by 125. So I'll work it over here. 60 5/10 divided by 125. So that decimal goes right there. 125 does not go into 60, but it does go into 605. So we've got 125, 250, 500, and then one more time would be 625, so that means it only goes 4 times. And that is 500. We subtract, and we get 105. Add another 0, bring it down. We want to see how many times 125 goes into 1,050. Well, if you'll remember that 125 times 4 was 500, then it would go twice as many times as that, so 8 times. And that would give us 1,000. We subtract that and we get 50. Add another 0, bring it down. And 125 goes into 500 4 times. 125 times 4 is 500. Subtract and you get 0. So that means that the time would be 484 thousandths seconds. But if we go back to our instructions, it said to compute your answer to the nearest hundredth, which means I need to round this to the hundredths place. The 8 is in the hundredths place, and that 4 tells the 8 to stay the same. So it's simply 48 hundredths seconds.